Hola, I'm Desi.
¿Cómo estás?
Desmond, and this is our crew leader James, and we're here to react to some stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Some bad moving.
To the metro is turned.
We're reacting to bad moves, just in case we didn't know.
For about half of her belongings, she says she doesn't know where they are. She's gotten not too many answers, so we reached out to the company about what's taking so long.
Terrified. I have so much stuff. I probably have 65 boxes of things.
Boxes Lindsay Cupper says Konami Moving Company picked up from her home
Konami?
in Utah.
I can't say some of the stuff I want to say.
Within a few days, an 18-hour trip, and that's not even the worst part.
They're claiming that I went over my square footage, and so it's not in their contract to take those additional items with them.
So what? You're gonna leave
exactly what I had.
She says she paid cash for the movers to take additional items, but her sofa, dresser, and other bigger items.
They left all the important stuff. It's like, you need your bed? No, you're
So
good.
they picked and they were picking and choosing which ones they wanted to take because she was over her square footage, and then they juiced her for cash because they were trashy.
I want to know why you're not gonna take like the most normal.
Or why?
Oh, here's a couch. Yeah, can't take that.
They picked
The table. Nope, can't do that.
But the moving company is called Konami.
I've tried to call and ask if I could pick it up. They told me no. They told me they wouldn't give me the address of where my things are.
Fox
What?
Scores of complaints online about the third-party moving company. We attempted to reach out, but no one at Konami Moving returned our call.
Okay,
How can you get away with the name Konami too?
Well,
That's
they're a third-party moving company. That's where they went wrong anyway. They shouldn't have hired a third-party moving company in the first place, number one. Number two, what is a Konami?
We did hear from the company Lindsay booked through, Top Country Movers.
They wouldn't charge for that. She can come and get her stuff whenever she wants.
They denied any wrongdoing.
Okay.
And said they never
Where?
guarantee delivery dates. The items are put in storage, often delayed as movers look for delivery routes, often combining trips with other customers.
Oh,
but didn't
okay.
answer why
So that's
all
your number
of her-
one problem. That company did, I don't know what you would call it. So other companies will do this.
They do the same thing that others do.
Yeah, it's kind of like a van line or like a real large company. If you need your stuff moved and you want it done really cheap, a semi will be going that way. Anytime that they might just happen to be going that way, they'll hire some movers that are random, put your stuff on a truck with other people's stuff, and then they just tell you when your stuff's going to get there, hopefully.
Yeah, I've had many horror stories about this, and everything goes up missing every time somebody does this, and it's because I mean, you might save a few dollars here and there.
No, not even.
Until you have to go buy all new stuff again.
Exactly. And
Don't
it's
do
it's
this.
literally like 4 or 5 people's stuff on one semi-trailer.
This is actually in Kansas City, Missouri. This was like close to home. Oh my god. Legally they can't actually do that unless they specify it in the contract.
I mean, they might have. That's one of those where I bet you their contract was super convoluted, and they gave them this like crazy thing, and they're like, yeah, we'll take care of it, and then they just like subcontract out to other places. That's like the 2 major things to like look out for. Like, I mean, I'm not saying they're bad. There's obviously companies that do it and they do it well, but there's high risk and stuff like that where like you're gonna combine your stuff with other people's stuff and hope that it works out, because all they're doing is like the middleman work and then giving it to another company. Or you have other ones where it's literally like the websites you see, get a quote from all these different places. All they're doing is the same thing. They're calling other companies to do it, and then they're upcharging you on top of it. So it's like, do you want to pay more for them? You're paying the same as like this, or you could have just gotten like a normal all-in-one moving company that just will do that. Like that makes don't do that.
Don't do middleman. Do wholesale.
We're the Costco, okay?
Yeah.
The Chick-fil-A, the Costco. Don't do.
Been called the Chick-fil-A of our company. I got that review.
It's true. We put that up on our fridge.
Yes, I did.
Good job.
Thank you. Next.
Moving company charge newlyweds
more than $18,000 to move a small 2-bedroom house across.
It's 2 bedrooms.
Shop around if you're gonna go long distance.
Well, for that cost, you could have bought all new stuff. You literally could have sold all of your stuff, moved, rebought stuff, and probably still be in the profit. That don't even make sense.
Yeah. Do your research. Okay. Especially on long distance moves, make sure that everything travels safe.
Fragile.
Fragile. I can't read.
Glass.
Spices. Why'd you put the spices
Very
in
heavy.
glass?
Very heavy.
Let's see how
It's
that.
sideways.
Oh, yeah.
This is how Gina Marie Allen and Eric Cachopo's belongings arrived in Nashville after a cross-country move from Los Angeles.
This is all crushed.
The newlyweds say 8 days before their April 1st move, the company they hired months prior went out of business, forcing them to find another mover, New Leaf Moving Group.
They had 4.9 star rating. The reviews were
76 reviews though. Come on now.
Kind of treated, acted like a first responder. He was like, "We're gonna get you through this. We're gonna take care of you."
Something tells me if we look it up, this might be another middleman.
$7,000. When New Leaf did their
That's like
quality
no, you're good. That's not like that
assurance
software
call
that
over
everyone
FaceTime
tries to
a few
use.
days
It's the
later,
same
the estimate
thing,
went up to
same estimates, same old bull.
the move, Eric says a damaged moving van showed up hours late. The Cachopos say although their contract said New Leaf is a moving coordinator, shipper agent.
Called it.
Yep.
This is the same as before. This is a coordinator.
Third party.
All they're doing is they're gonna get your information, they upcharge, and then they call us. Literally like a company just like us.
No, they don't. These people didn't
Well,
call
they didn't.
us.
They
called
don't call
someone
us.
off of Craigslist or something
We
like
tend
that.
not to. We say no to everybody on that because it makes no sense to go and do that. Why would you get? We're gonna charge you more for that. Like, why would you do that? Like, that makes no sense.
Don't do it.
Explained that on moving day, a random company they had no say in choosing would show up.
Walks through the house, sees everything we have, and says, "Well, now it's gonna be. It looks like you have more stuff. It's gonna be $18,000."
Eric says he had to be out of his rental house.
That's not how that works.
Leaving him with no choice but to sign the contract with Trig Moving and Storage, a North Hollywood-based company with numerous bad reviews.
Sign it and get your stuff moved, or we don't move your stuff. And then what am I supposed to do? I can't find somebody to pick me up in a day.
Eric says Trig's movers immediately started unpacking their items and repacking them, adding dozens more boxes to the load and thousands of dollars in packing fees.
They just put paper on.
Yeah, they literally just wrapped normal paper around everything and then threw it in.
Eric says they asked
very
specific questions
It was a nice fridge.
but New Leaf and Trig did not communicate with each other about extra charges. When their items finally arrived in Nashville, they saw crushed boxes, damaged furniture, and the moving crew would only unload 75 feet from the truck.
They're
as stated in
measuring
their
out
contract.
75 feet. Are
Eric
you
and
kidding
Gina
me?
had to move everything from this hallway into their storage unit.
Okay, so that's what you call super stingy. The middleman is calling these companies and telling them, "Oh, we'll get you business, we'll do this and that. It will only be 75 feet, it'll only do this and this and this." And then when you get there, you can't do anything. And they were hella stingy. The dude had the wheel. He's like, "That's 75 right there. Bring all your stuff right here."
Oh,
it was like 2 feet down from his garage door, too. Like,
It's trash.
this kind of hurts my soul. Makes me cry a little bit.
We could have bought new stuff and been just happy.
They want others to learn from their moving nightmare and say if they could do it over, they would have done it themselves.
That's what my friends did from LA to New Orleans, and it cost them $2,000.
The manager at Trig Moving and Storage told me everything's in the contract and delays in this business are normal. New Leaf told me they choose carriers by location and wouldn't comment on Trig's negative reviews. They were refunded some money, but it still cost them more than $12,000 to move.
Just speaking from experience, that doesn't cost that much. I mean, unless you got something ridiculous or something crazy or something like specific or special, yeah, I would have even told you before then. But like, yeah, it's gonna cost a lot. You should probably just go get new stuff.
Well, they said
I'll help you.
They said two bedrooms for $18,000.
You could max out a 2-bedroom almost anything, and there's no way it would even get close to that. I don't even know where that sounds like some dude was just sitting there. He's like, "Oh yeah, you look like you got money. $18,000."
They just transported it too. They didn't do any packing. They wrapped paper around all this stuff. That
might have been one of the worst ones I've seen yet.
God, that was so bad. Moral of the story: go with Let's Get Moving, so you don't.
Moral of the story: just don't use them. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Horrible. You gotta move your stuff. You have strangers coming in your home and touching your like, I'm literally gonna go through and grab your stuff, and you've never met me. If they're not making you feel like 100% like safe and like comfortable with it, you probably shouldn't use it. And yeah, go do reviews and stuff like that. But I don't know. I feel like there's a few red flags in there. Like, if you see that the company doesn't move you, red flag. If you see that they're gonna put your stuff with other people's stuff, red flag.
Yeah.
If they got bad reviews, red flag.
If you hired one company and another one shows up,
red flag.
Real big red flag.
Flags.
If they double the price of your move upon walking in, you messed up somewhere. So.
And honestly, if others don't, we'll do it. Information's free. We'll answer questions. Go and ask. Call and ask, because you would have been told immediately. It's like, yeah, that's not normal. That's not normal in the industry at all.
Here at Let's Get Moving, we're changing the stigma of moving companies, so that way this doesn't happen to you. So go with us instead.
Just read the reviews.
Just
really? Come on.
Yeah, we have more than 70. So
I'm gonna go cry. Thanks, guys.
I gotta go back.